Hello, this is Torn at Connectthepoliticaldots. Donald Trump won New Hampshire tonight, won it big, won it huge. But I'm not here really to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what happens after tonight. Donald Trump is said to have all the momentum going into the next primary in South Carolina and Super Tuesday and beyond. I have told my friends before that I don't fear a Donald Trump presidency. But I've had to reevaluate that the more I found out about Donald Trump. Had to reevaluate, which is something that everybody should actually do. So, if Donald Trump's running in the Democratic primary, I'm watching the debates. I'm cheering him. I'm laughing at his audacity. I'm laughing at how he handles the moderator's questions and talks to the other candidates, Hillary, Bernie. But as a Republican, and running in the Republican primary, I have a totally different feel. And that different feel stems from what the Republican Party has represented and represents, and what Donald Trump represents. So, if you are pro-abortion, if you're pro-choice, and you believe in abortion, okay, maybe you'll overlook that. But overlook partial birth abortion, overlook the fact that you think it's okay to kill a child in the third trimester by any means necessary, and you're 50, and you've lived that long believing that it's okay to kill a baby in the third trimester, I got a problem with that. Democrats don't. Democrats are totally cool with that. Republicans have a problem with that. But we'll let that one go for now. If you believe that the bank bailout should have happened and should have happened bigger, man, you belong on the stage right next to Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. That is your political ilk. You don't belong in the Republican primary. Let's forget that one too. Let's move on. If you believe that eminent domain is not just for bridges and roads and public use, but you should be able to build a parking lot on a woman's house that you get torn down because you need it for your casino, then you are probably a Democrat because you don't believe in personal property rights. You don't believe that. So you're on the Democratic side. If you're going to forget those three, there's also gay marriage, gun control. You can forget those too, but you can't, because Donald Trump is on record saying and supporting all of those things. So if Donald Trump is running in the Democratic Party with the other things that he says, you say, wow, this is a good Democrat. But a good Democrat does not make a good Republican. I never judged the direction of this country by the Democratic Party or the Democratic primary. Never did that. I always judged it on the Republican primary, because that's the direction the country should go. Freedom, individual responsibility, personal responsibility, low taxes, low regulation, laissez-faire capitalism, not crony capitalism. So if the Republican Party nominates a Donald Trump, it is co-signing all of the liberal policies that it's supposed to oppose. It's co-signing all the things that Donald Trump stands for. If the Republican electorate nominates a liberal, then we are truly on a one-party system. Congress has carte blanche to do whatever it wants to do because there is no opposition anymore. Democrats and Republicans are one, an amalgam. They exist together. No opposition. This is why I fear a Donald Trump nomination from the Republican Party. We can't let this happen. Republicans can't let this happen. The reason I support Ted Cruz is because Ted Cruz is true opposition. There is no other opposition in the Republican Party. Marco Rubio is not opposition. Jeb Bush is not opposition. Kasich is surely not opposition. The only opposition you have against the Democrats in the Republican Party is Ted Cruz. That's it. He's the only one that's opposed both them and the Republicans that wanted to go along to get along. Donald Trump scares me. Not because he's going to be possibly president, but because of what it represents to this country and the opposition parties. That's scary. I support Ted Cruz. I don't hide it. The reason I support Ted Cruz is because he is the opposition party. Donald Trump is a go-along to get along to make the deal. The Republican Party cannot co-sign to the liberalism of a Harry Reid and a Nancy Pelosi. We must fight that. The only one that's going to fight that is Ted Cruz. It surely is not Donald Trump.